نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وسلم يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما أما بعد فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Firstly, it's been like a week ago or like 2 weeks ago that we have that opportunity to sit down like usual today, like today. No, that was how Allah wanted it to be, and there's nothing we can do about it. You know, sometimes the teacher might be available, but the people that want to listen, I don't want to use the word student so that I will not cause Allah. So the person that will listen will not even available. And sometimes the student might be available, where the teacher self get his own problem, where he face. So we are like us. Everything go balance na time. Abina.
Balance equation.
So today, inshallah, we look into the chapter of Babu Tayammum, the chapter of sand ablution. So, can we use sand to perform ablution? So that is what we want to look into today. In Islam, we understand that there are some situations whereby if there is no water, you are allowed to use sand. And sometimes there might be water. Water can still water. There can be an availability of water, but one may not even fit to use it. Why is it that we need to engage in sand ablution? Is Salah that important to that level? Because if somebody is not in a situation whereby he can bear water on his body, maybe, our philosophy will be like, Allah will understand now that I'm not fit. Maybe I'm feeling good. Are we? So, in this case, I will not do ablution. So that's Salah like that. Maybe you don't go with that. Or you want to perform salat without ablution. But for the sand ablution to be there, definitely salat is very essential. No excuse. The only excuse that the Sharia lay down, that you not pray salat at the right time, or for some days or months, it can even be a year that somebody will not pray salat and the person is not a sinner. So what can lead one to that situation, and why would the person not be a sinner? Or not, even a kafir Because once you are not praying Salat, you will become a kafir in the Sharia. Especially Salat al-Asri. There is a particular hadith, there's a hadith for it specially, that whoever deliberately ignore Salat al-Asri, habata amaluhu, his deed are spoiled. Only Asri, that deliberately, not that there's no excuse, there's no tangible excuse for you. So let us discuss about the excuses that one can find himself in, and with that regard, you still remain who you are. No offense taken for you. It is about like 5 or 4. Firstly, if you fail to pray Salat at its particular time, we want to know your reason for not doing that. That you not pray Asri. In Asri, we realize that you are praying Zuri in Asri time. You are praying Asri in Maghrib time. Why? What happened? You yourself must be able to ask yourself, to question yourself, that if I did not pray this Salat, or the Salat I want to refund now, because like you are refunding something, it's a debt. Ask yourself within you that, what is the tangible excuse? What tangible excuse do I have that I can present to Allah for making me not pray this Salat in time before it became debt on my neck? Firstly, sleep. If somebody sleep, if somebody forget, if somebody faint, by the time you wake up, the Salat for that time has already passed. Maybe it can happen. Maybe somebody can even lose his memory. He just starts displaying madness for like 2 hours, 3 hours. By the time he regains his memory back, Salat don't go. All these people that fail to pray at this particular time, they are no sinner. There is no sin there. 2 days ago, Mallam Rashid, when he came back from work, we finished it in the morning, and around to 3 or after 2, when he came to the mosque, he prayed Zuri, and by the time he come back into the room, he just slept off. Somebody slept since to after 2, and he woke up 8 after 9 at night. Then I was looking at him, I don't wake him up. I don't wake him. Why? Because I realized that maybe he's not feeling fine. He has engaged in like 2 days vigil due to his work and other unexpected situation that came up. And besides, waking somebody up to go and pray is a very disgustable something. So, because sometimes you can wake somebody up from the sleep, you can lose his memory. Other people that used to go and wake somebody from your sleep, you just stand up. You understand, ba? That was a day somebody woke me up. I have to sit down and hold my head like this for like 15 minutes. It's like it's like my brain wants to scatter. So, and he woke up and after 9, he said, which kind of sleep? You can't sleep like this. I said, now Allah bring it for you with that. So, this person has no sin. Because Allah said that, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, رَبَّنَا لَا تُؤَاخِذْنَا إِن نَسِينَا أَوْ أَخْطَأْنَا. Oh Allah, do not punish us. Do not punish us for our deficiency. If you forget, maybe it is forgetfulness that made one to not do that particular something. You understand, ba? And sometimes mistake can be mistake. So maybe somebody sleep, forgetfulness, maybe the spirit of madness, faint, and what again? Another thing like sickness. It can be part of it. Somebody is sick now, he cannot even sit down, cannot even talk. You understand, ba? So the only thing that is just working on the person is just his eyes. So somebody that is on a sick bed, there are many people that are almost 1 year, 2 years now, they are on sick bed. and they are unable to perform salat in this way. Even if you do ablution for them on their bed, how they want to do it? Or those that are paralyzed, that their body are not working, the only thing that is just that they are breathing, and they are looking at people like this. You understand? So there will be a level of sickness that you won't be able to pray salat. Any sickness that reach the level of you cannot even sit down and pray. Now, original. Now, very crucial one with that. Because if you are unable to stand and pray, maybe you are weak, you are allowed to sit down and pray. If you now resort to the level of sitting down become unbearable for you, now they say you can now bend, you can now sleep like this and break. Now lie. Now lie. Now lie. If you cannot sit down, that is the end. If you cannot sit down to pray, you cannot stand up, you cannot sit down, nothing else again. So you now sleep with your back or with your side, one side, say you are praying like that, nothing like that. How are you going to? That is all.
I go even do ablution.
If you cannot, so ablution class cannot even work. And some people they say they should do ablution for them. They have to do it in your hand like this. You now be looking at the ceiling. Now be looking at the ceiling like this, say you are praying. That will not be salat. The only places the Sunnah accept, permit to pray if you cannot stand up is what? Is to sit down. Carry shia or apoti, the Bible apoti, and sit down and pray. But for you not to pray in particular time, you have to question yourself that this prayer that I fail to pray at its right time, what is my excuse? Wallahi our work is not an excuse. Our work is not an excuse to not pray salat at this time. Because we not tell Allah that Allah, you say that I'm busy and working. I was driving. It's supposed to be our habit. Even if we are driving, maybe you are traveling or you are coming back from work or you are going to work, and the time of salat reach, find a mosque and park and pray. If you cannot see a mosque, find somewhere that people are plenty, maybe 100 like that. You have to have praying mat in your car. Your prayer mat is supposed to be there. By the time you just park, just be there. Whether on there, you're welcome, sir. You carry pure water. You will see that some people can even join you as you are praying there. Once they see you, what people need at times is the person that will just lead. The one that will just lead. Once you lead like this, they will join you immediately. So we should be a Muslim that wherever you are going to, even they are even doing this now, prayer mat that will be like purse. It is even pocketable. You can put in your pocket. By the time you'll be like purse like this, and small just be losing it, open it just big. I saw it once like that. It'll be like a small purse, and it is not a must for you to have prayer mat before you can pray. But this I'm saying, I usually see it in the northern part. From the place I came from, it is unusual. You can travel for 2 days, southwest or east. They will not pray. All of you continue going like that. But in the north, since I've been traveling, coming to the north and going to far away in the northern land, they used to pray. They will surely park. Every filling station used to have mosque, mini mosque like this. Now all of you just park there and pray. So that is one of the reasons why I even like the northern part. If it's salat, they don't joke with it. So we too as well, you at your work, you are working, the time is even starting spring, supposed to be feeling sad. That hey, I cannot pray here. The kind of work you'll be doing that will not give you a chance to worship Allah. I think we should look for another way to deal with that kind of work. Maybe we communicate with our bosses or the person is in charge that please sir, whenever it's time for my ibadah, just give me 30 minutes. I need to not spend more than 10 minutes to not misuse the thing. Because there's another way for you to find work I'm eating. But if that is the only work you can still bear at that time, communicate with your boss. Sir, I'm a Muslim. I don't play with my religion. And everybody in the world knows that Muslims used to pray 5 times daily. So when it's time for my prayer, I don't lie. So that when it's time for me to pray, 10 minutes, I promise I will not use beyond 10 to just pray. And if you keep to time such boss, you understand, you are left to go and pray. If they say you cannot pray because you are working for them, leave the job. Because it is your kiyama, the key to your own paradise. That is just it. So the excuse of I'm working, my office not give us time to go and pray. My other is someone that used to pray, and because of that, you now in debt of salat, Zuri, Asri, Maghrib, you now be loading them in Isha before you sleep. Even when you are praying in Isha itself, you are forcefully playing it. You are already weak. I don't know.
Join everything together.
Join everything together.
Not an easy thing.
So there is no excuse for doing that. The excuse must be excuse that's recognized and recommended by Islam, by Sharia. If it is your own excuse, wallahi lazim, be doing this to give out. And one should be very careful to not die in that line. That is number one. That is why you need to talk about Tayammum. That what if I'm in a place whereby I'm traveling, there is no mosque beside the road or the place or along my way? How am I going to do it? Or there is no water. Abi, you are driving, there is no water in your car. You cannot go and use your carburetor water. Radiator, you call it. Radiator water. It's not possible. You go high, you go hot. You don't have any water in your motor. So for you to now use excuse of not say getting water, Allah say do sad. To show that there is no excuse. And these things on the battlefield though, on the battlefield whereby they are fighting, they are killing them, Allah still say you must pray when you see a place that is free. When your mind come to rest. But many fitnatic and self-centered preachers today, some of them say that when your mind is at rest, you don't have any problem in your life again, you start praying. Don't be like that too. Is a verse that revealed on the battlefield. And they are fighting the enemy. Even Allah even explained how to pray on the battlefield. You see what is he going? Maybe you now run to one place or you see a place you must pray. Imagine on the battlefield, they are dying, they are fighting you. Enemy can catch them there and kill them. Allah still revealed to the prophet to teach them how to pray salat while they are on the war. You are not on the battlefield. You are in your house. You still find it so difficult to pray at the actual time. What will be your excuse? You are not on the battlefield though. You are at the work where you are working to see your own money. Now the money, some people are now working, even they are even doing extra work, extra time. Especially those that live in abroad. They work. They can resume work from 7, 8 early morning, maybe 8 to 8 at night. They will not even pray at that working place. They will not pray Zuri, they will not pray Asri, they will not pray Maghrib, they will not pray Shai. These are the people that even request for extra sin again, extra time. You can now see that. So we do not have any excuse. The only excuse you can table to us that we will see that is an excuse and it is permissible in Islam will be the excuse that is recommended by Islam. Not saying not saying okay, is that the case? If that is the case, no problem. Who are you to say no problem? There is a problem upon problem upon problem.
Until I stand up.
So if we find ourselves in this situation, we should be asking for Allah to provide for us the better one. Somebody testified that he secured a job in America. They are paying him so well. You know when someone says so well? And even he's even in charge of where they used to count money. Money will just full in front like this. He will now be there counting money, but he cannot go and pray. So you now realize that this thing is getting too much, and he's listening to lecture about Salat. Hey, if you want to listen to lecture, you listen to the lecture that is very meaningful and useful. Not a lecture where somebody wants to fight somebody, where somebody wants to respond to someone that is fighting him. Because that is the common problem on social media today. where you will see many people, countless number of viewers.
You want to defend your own
You will say, Esi Oro, Esi Fa, Lagwaja, response so Afa. And even in the response, you will be toggery, hooligans, and mannerless. There's nothing for you to tap. So, people that listen to a very useful and messianic lecture, the love of the deen and the fear of Allah in them will make them to accept the fact. This person has been listening to lecture regarding Salah so far. He now realizes that, hey, it's been a while, he pray, if he die like this, all this money where he just, they can't. And this guy, they are paying him tremendously. That was the way this person withdraw himself from the work. He signed that, sir, wrote letter, I'm no more interested in this work. Wallahi lazim, Allah provide the best work for him later. The work that's even better than the one he was doing before, and now even give him time to be praying. Because majority of us now, we used to think as if we are the coordinator of our life. We are the one coordinating ourselves. It is our own philosophy and self-developed idea that Shaitan will now fashionate it for us. It now looks so best. That Allah to understand, say that this thing, by the time you reach the grave, when they give you one sledgehammer for your teeth, you go no. So Tayammum is for what? Is for a situation whereby there is no water and you want to pray, it's time for prayer. And Jabir bin Abdullah radiyallahu ta'ala anhuma anna an-nabiyya qala utitu khamsan lam yuta'unna hadun qabli nusirtu birugbi masiratan shahri وَجُعِلَتْ لِيَ الْأَرْضُ مَسْجِدًا وَطُهُورًا فَأَيُّمَا رَجُلٌ أَدْرَكَتْهُ الصَّلَاةُ فَلْيُصَلِّ. Prophet Muhammad, as reported, narrated by Jabir bin Abdullah, may the peace of Allah be upon both of them, the son and the father, said that Prophet Muhammad said, أُعْتِيتُ خَمْسًا لَمْ يُؤْتِعُنَّ هَادٌ قَبْلِ. The Prophet said, they gave me 5 things that they have never gave anybody before me. That is, Allah gave Prophet Muhammad 5 qualities that hasn't been given to any prophet before him. You can now see that Muslim, we are on the right path. Nusirtu birugbi masiratan sha'ri. That is, to have fear of him. Allah help him that his enemy, they will have fear of him. Like some months before you reach that place. It's like when you want to go for war. By the time you write them that, prepare, we are coming. 2 months, 4 months ahead, the enemy they will be in fear. Allah has never done this for any prophet before Muhammad. They will be scared of him. They will be feared. They have problem of heart for a month before the prophet even reach the place. It's like a month. Then don't use the word 4 more, 5 more. Like a month, they will be preparing. They will be scared of him. So, وَجُعِلَتْ لِيَ الْأَرْضُ مَسْجِدًا وَطُهُورًا. And they made the land, the ground, the earth, they make it masjidan, a place of worship, a place of ibadah. Watuhuran, and very sanitized, very clean, very pure. We can pray anywhere on the ground, except in some places that even mentioned by the Prophet himself that we should not pray. Like where? Toilet. Like where? The place where camels sleep. That's all. Where camels sleep, we cannot pray there. But we can pray where sheep sleep. Where goats sleep, we can pray there. And this is very dirty. It's not dirty Islamically, sunnatically. Every place is very clean. You know what? What we'll be looking for now is where the ties. We even be center the portion of the rug that is very clean in the mosque before you can sit down there or pray there. If you are at a desert, you should pray. If you are driving and you see a place that people are plenty, because if you go and park on express where nobody there, if they hijack you for that place and carry your car go, now you do not do your statistics very well. So you look for a place where people are going, no, it is very full of people, maybe in a very opening place, maybe one under tree like that. You know, but if you are traveling, it's not a must for you to be asking for Qibla. Qibla, to discover Qibla, is not a must for a traveler. Anywhere your mind shall say you should face them and pray. If Qibla is at the back, you turn your back there, you face somewhere else. It is the journey. But they are doing this thing in our phone now. We are having compass in our phones that you can just take. Even there was a day I saw one compass. They are now doing compass on some prayer mats today. There's a prayer mat I saw like that. It has one compass on the edge like this. Once you just put the mat down, the Qibla, that place will rotate to where Qibla is. You now set your. But if you are in a situation whereby you don't even have phone, or there's no network, because most of all these things are using network. So if there's no network, I beg, just face anywhere you see and pray. So Wadu'ilatili and Aridu Masjidan, they made land for me, the ground for me, Masjidan, a worshiping place. Watuhuran, and very clean. So not until you see prayer mat before you can pray, not until you see mosque where they ties before you can pray. But one of those things that Shaitan is echoing into many years today is like, me I will not pray on the sand. No, my clothes will be dirty. Your clothes will not dirty in the grave. I mean, the time you say they used to ties the grave before. Have you ever seen anybody that they ties his grave before they buried the person before? Have you ever seen them?
Except in the Quran.
Except
the Christian.
Christian. Even the one that we do not now concrete, they will put like this, they will cover this like that. Last, say the casket no go bust. By the time the body starts tattering, spoiling, bastardizing, that your white cloth no go stay. This boy they call Mobad, I don't know that boy, that one that died. When they go and exhume his grave, you don't see blood there. It's already even becoming a swell up self. That is human being for you. You can see that. Like, that is the recent song and latest something I can use as an example to see. So if you are saying my clothes should not dirty, by the time you die, they put you in the grave. Immediately they drop you down like this. Your clothes has been dirty, started becoming dirty. If I don't want to catch somebody, rain will now fall. Then you die. Then they want to bury you. Water will now fill your grave. They go use buckets to pack all the water away. They go put you there. Say, Baba, today you go. You are going today. Baba, you don't want to. You go today. Today you are going. All your family that they are crying. Daddy don't die. By the time they say they are not going to bury you today again, they don't follow. They say why? They say why? People that are crying for you. They say why now? Bury us today. They will bury you. So what is the problem? So if this is the situation where you find yourself, just pray your own and legally be going. This is better than now being in debt of many salato. But situation can also warrant us whereby maybe you are traveling, you enter a traveling bus, a traveling motor.
That's the question I want to
ask. And the driver, maybe not Christian, na Igbo. Abi?
What's happening? You are the only Muslim.
You are the only Muslim in the car. And I cannot park for only you be praying. All of them now remain. It's because of our country that is very bastardized. In an Islamic country, or if you are using Sharia, Christian must be the one that's supposed to be living in our country, that will be paying for living, they'll be paying for their living, their livelihood in the country. And if you are the only Muslim in that car, they're not born there where they must park and pray. But democracy don't spoil everything now. So in this situation, they will not wait for you. They will not wait. So in that place like this,
I'm used to pray inside the car, Muslim.
me, I don't know car solat. Me, I don't know car solat. How you want to pray? You know, some people they say they say you should do ablution in your mind.
No.
Have you ever had that one before? They say in your mind you do ablution. In your mind you'll be praying. There is no prayer you'll be doing in your mind. A salat is not mind salat. It is an action that you initiate with your body. Instead that you do ablution in the car, sit down like this and be praying, putting your head like this on the chair at your front. That one is still very good. So if we find ourselves in a situation whereby they will not wait for us, say you want to pray, my dear brother, be praying to Allah to help you, make you not die as they make you not die like that. But it is what you don't have capacity, you don't have the power to control. Let us finish our list before we. For Ayyuma Rajulin, you know, say that for Ayyuma Rajulin, whoever, anybody, and the Rakati will Salatu, where anybody, wherever Salat meets you, suddenly pray there. That is the ground that you are already pure for Muslim to pray. Anywhere Salat catch you, on the road, you can see many ways you will park, take your prayer mat beside your car there, and be praying. All these about the level of Iman, and they are very, very best supposed to be doing. So, what the hadith Usayfa in the Muslim, Usayfa also narrated this hadith as reported by Muslim. وَجُعِلَتْ تُرْبَتُهَا لَنَا طَهُورًا إِذَا لَمْ نَجِدِ الْمَاءَ. He said that in another statement, they make the sand on the ground to be very pure. You know, one hadith said the ground, another one said what? The sand on the ground. So that is still the same thing. So, إِذَا لَمْ نَجِدِ الْمَاءَ, when you do not see water. So, any situation whereby you do not see water, or there is no place to pray, there is no mosque. Instead of you not saying, I not see mosque in that area, that is why you failed to pray that salat at a particular time. Now is not an excuse. I did not see water is not an excuse. So we must pray at the right time. So, Ali radiallahu ta'ala also narrated his own as reported by Imam Muhammad. He said, وَجُعِلَ التُّرَابُ لِي طَهُورًا. So the sand on the ground, they make it to be very pure for me. What we are saying here is that we see after time back.
It's down 15.
15 minutes, Abi?
No, 7:15. Almost 7 minutes now.
No, correct.
13 now, 13. We still have like 7 minutes, Abi.
You know 10 minutes again. Now 7:15 is not prayer now.
We dey pray for 7:20.
Now 13 now.
Go pray. Go call to ask for 7:20. You go even want to ask questions.
7:20.
So, how are we now going to perform the Tayammum? As we have been shouting since morning. So, Ammar ibn Yasir radiyallahu anhuma qala ba'athani Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam fi hajatin fa'ajnabtu falam ajid limaha fatamarragtu fi as-sa'id kama tamrugu dabba summa ataitu an-nabiyya fazaqaritu dhalika lahu faqala innama kana yakfika an taqula biyadayka hakadha. Ammar ibn Yasir said, Prophet Muhammad sent him on errand one day. On his way going, he realized that before he left home, he had slept with his wife. He asked Janaba, so I want to pray, and I want to also pray. So he don't know what to do. They have not been taught about the Tayammum before. Now so our beloved Sahabi just rub himself inside sand like that. Say, If you just use all these things on his body. When he now pray, see that? And now they come back to the prophet, he told the prophet that this was what I performed on my way. I want to pray. Prophet now said that it could have been even better for you to do it like this. Now practice it. If you want to pray Tayammum, it's not about the land is like, if the ground is like this, like very smoothly like this, you look for a place there that swell up in the very, that's slopey. So that one that is up like that, so it's down that raise up a little bit, you put your both hand, you shake it together so that all the dust under your feet will drop down. So you rub your hand, you rub your face first and then your hand shake it. So let me say if I have not dabaru everything. Hope you are following me back. You not get it though.
You get it.
You got it. So make you check out. Look, you see whether we will follow on here.
So you rub our face and then we move the next to our feet. Some people used to use our palm now. I don't rush like this. Everything done there. No, now our what do they call this one? And I wish I want to talk. Don't go and rub your feet. So
yes.
I only hear now.
You are not to extend to this person.
No, even like you this one. This one not this. Okay, no. From here like this.
Then your face, chicken, I have got.
So, according to Abdullah, he said that at Tayammum Dorbatani, Tayammum is 2 beats. This it's 2 time beats. Dorbatan lilwajihi, the first beat you do, you will take it straight to your face, rub your face. Wadorbatun liliyadaini lanimfaqaini. The second beat is what? Is to your hand, like that, your waist abi. You call it waist abi. So you rub your waist immediately. This hadith is not that enough because we don't have much time again. Let me just brief it. We start from here, maybe tomorrow morning or another time, inshallah. So what they are trying to say here is that the one you drop you put your 2 waist on the ground. So after that you now beat them together. You beat them like this to so that all the stones and the sound in the feet they will drop down. I'm trying to look for it, So they will drop down. So you now rub your face immediately. Your face is the first thing you rub. So after that, and you rub your hand.
You don't need to take hand.
There's one that clearly this one has it in the 2 ways that you now take your hand to the ground again. Only once. But this one,
just take your time.
because it's almost time for Ishai.
Don't worry now.
This hadith that's mentioned twice like this is not. It is one. So I'm looking for the second one that brought 1 beat. Yeah, just once. Not 2 beats of this one that is reported by Darukutini here. So that's what I'm trying to look for. 160. No, there's no. All those are saying Ebu and all that, they are Daw'ah. They are Daw'ah like that. But this one I'm looking for here now. So Aturab Aisharatu an yakuna tahiran inna azi wasilatan ashar sinin usud min al-baliga duna ta'did wa yatakillah bi. This one they are just talking about how it will take you before you can see the top. Now sand I want to use now. I don't want to use water. Not that they will now have water. Now say I'm not going to use water. Other hadiths mentioned here are da'if, but the real explanation is just that first hand which you take to the ground is sufficient for you. Just beat them together. The beating like that. So the thing that is in that hand will drop. So your face is the first thing. Just your face. And the next, your first the right wrist and the second one, and go and pray. And go and pray. So in a situation whereby there is water, you don't have any janaba. You know this one now is we realize that you can even have janaba and do tayammum and pray.
If you are going to take janaba, is it the same way you do this one?
If it is janaba and you want to pray, but you cannot bear water, you do tayammum and go and pray.
Just like this.
Just like this only. Maybe you
Janaba
Janaba
of Tayammum and the ablution, they are the same thing.
No, ablution is water.
No.
No, you wanted
When
if you are having janaba, you want to pray.
No,
the same way you do
like
for
you are clean, you don't do anything.
No, not the same thing.
Not the same
If
thing.
you are clean, but maybe it's not something you just decide to say I don't want to use water.
No, I
There must be a reason for not using water.
If you are in a condition that
You cannot
you
bear
cannot
water.
bear water and you don't see water and you have to use
Tayammum. And sometimes there is a water. There's water.
A situation
But
by
your body cannot bear water. You can
situation
die.
by you meet your wife and you want to pray. You want to pray.
No,
but you don't know water to use.
So you just go and do this one only and pray.
Just the same way.
The same way, shaking.
After that, because when you still do the janaba.
No. If you now see water later, that one you cannot go and bath. But you not return the salah to.
I understand.
You not return the salah to. And sometimes there will be water now, but you cannot bear it, or you have an injury in your body, and if ablution is not even complete,
What about the situation?
you can just do. If you're doing tayammum for that injury,
a situation
go
by
and call for salah to. Time don't reach.
Don't go and cause it. The situation by you are sick,
Yeah.
you are unconscious, and you cannot pray salat, even maybe like for 1 month, sir. You cannot pray salat. Are you going to forget the salat like that, or you still have to bring it back?
You cannot bring them back. That one don't go.
That's one man that used to.
Sickness is not your fault. It's Allah that brought it.
What am I getting yourself?
What
Now.
about you need sand? Can you use a stone to do tayammum?
Stone.
Yes.
Right, not see stone tayammum here.
Sand must still take care.
Stone is
Why
for maybe you defecate, toilet, or urinate. There's no water. You use 3 stone to clean your bum or to clean your manhole if you urinate. So, there's nothing you can use stone now. How you use stone? Maybe you're on a rock now on the mountain. So you just put your hand on the. What is it? How are you going to use the stone itself? How is stone
The
used?
stone must be flat so that we will just.
If it's on the ground, you
A
can use it.
situation by we are stopped here, we are camped here, and war is going outside. We cannot go out. Can you use
What is?
this dust?
You can use that one that rise up a little bit. That one in that entrance.
Okay.
I have a question.
Okay, wait. That means you can use ordinary this thing like this to do that.
Now
There is dust.
That is what is in is where you are. There's no natural ground like that.
But if it is clean and what if it is clean, can you still use it?
Go and use the ground. That one is in that place. Not one that they have already used tiles to cover.
I have a question.
Now.
And the question is, the
You will suspend your question till tomorrow as well.
May I just press it?
Now?
May I just press it? So
No.
tomorrow.